Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are doing an unboxing video again, and today we are having a new background because my last video, it was
too bright behind us.
So, yeah. So now we are back again.
We are going to build the bow and arrow. So what is a bow?
A bow, I bet most of you know, but for those who don't, it's a thing that back in the old days they used to use these. It's like a little string, it's like a little stick with a string, and you pull it with like this little arrow, and then it would use to kill people.
It says that we need 2 bolts for this, but after making the dude, we only have 1 bolt remaining.
1 bolt?
So we may need to cannibalize a bolt from your soccer player. He's over on the... Try not to bump the table too much, it makes it shake.
Sorry, soccer player.
Soccer player's gonna lose a bolt?
2?
Just 1. So bring him over here and I'll see if I can take one off with minimal destruction.
Look like me because, you know, my face, I want to be on everything.
Yeah, get off the table. So this is the soccer player that Julian made earlier.
Sadly, it's going to have to...
I'm going to remove one of the bolts for the bow, but I think that I can do it without damaging him.
Yeah, I think I won't do that much damage. You know, like...
Just try to... I feel like this Kiwi Crate is not as organized as the last ones. All the pieces are in different bags. It's like it's not unified, and so I'm having a little bit of a harder time following along than usual. Here we go. Wow, you screwed this one on really tightly.
I did?
You did.
I thought you did.
I thought you did that one. Maybe I did it. Okay. Now we've got this bolt out. We'll put your shirt back on.
Looks like now he's naked.
There. And he still works. When you pull on this, he kicks. Okay. So we'll set little soccer playing Julian aside for now. Okay. From underneath, slide 2. Stop leaning on the table. You're making the camera shake. And then, so we slide the 2 pieces under the bolt, the thing like this. And then slide the bow pieces onto the bolts.
I'd call that a screw.
And it says bolts. It makes a curve.
Which would be the wood. But now we have better kind of wood, so now we can carve ourselves. But back in the old days, we just used sticks.
Yeah. You know, in reality, bows don't come curved like this. Bows come mostly straight, and you have to bend them in order to string them.
So guys, good news. We are apparently starting to learn of how to have like little speakers that we can clip to our shirts so that you can hear us better.
We're hoping to improve our production quality.
We're hoping. But sadly, that might be on a little bit later because
I'm having some troubles.
We're slowly improving.
Give us some time.
And soon.
So we've got 1 bolt on here, and then the other one.
And soon we'll have intros.
We should film like an actual proper intro, don't you think?
Yeah.
What do you think an intro should look like for us?
I don't know. We'll plan on it. Right now in the middle of the video isn't a good time.
This is giving me a jerk of a time. Jerk isn't a bad word, right? Yeah.
But some people might.
This is giving me a butt of a time.
A bit.
Is a butt a bad word?
No. Unless you say with in the S way.
But what's the S way? That's just what comes out of your butt.
So the word that comes out of your butt is.
Beep! Censored. Okay, so we've got the bolts attached, and it said to do it nice and tight. And then we want to slide a plastic ring.
I got one new bad wood I made up.
To each bolt. And then slide the paper, and then slide more bolts on.
What?
I just fought with the first two. Maybe you could start on the next step. It says to fold the pipe clean. Where's the pipe cleaner? Fold the pipe cleaner in half and hang the white rubber band in the middle.
This. I did it.
So then you want to hang this in the middle. So you have to open it. So we'll crease it so it's blurp. And then blurp. Okay, so hold on to that for a moment. And then it says squeeze the ends of the pipe cleaner together and poke it through the T connector, which I think is called the T connector because it's shaped like tea leaves, right? Like tea that you drink. It's a T connector.
Guys, you think Mommy's jokes are hilarious.
If you like my jokes, like below and comment. Mommy should have a channel of her own.
No. Now, besides channels, she actually does make her own books.
I do. I write books.
If you want, you could tell them how to get.
Okay, so you pull it until the T connector is in the middle. Oh, see, this isn't. We only need it to thread the rubber bands.
Whoa.
That's pretty clever, because then you don't need the pipe cleaner.
Oh, yeah.
And then hang the rubber band from the notch at the top of the bow, and then stretch it to the bottom. Ordinarily, this would be like stringing the bow, and so this would make the bow bend. The strings are under enormous tension.
That's what makes it such a
So slide the T connector to the center of the rubber band, then wrap a small blue sticky foam piece above and below to hold it in place. You know, in my books, there are people who use bows like this as...
So that's what makes this video so special.
I know a little bit about bows. Only about as much as your average Dungeons and Dragons player.
What?
You know, there are real archery ranges in Reno that we could go to. Okay, so slide the T connector to the center rubber band. Wrap a large blue sticky foam piece around the bow above and below the paper rectangle. I guess to help reinforce it. Or to help grip it. You need to be careful.
What is all that?
So we're gonna do this like this. It appears that these pieces are largely aesthetic. Do you know what largely aesthetic means?
I do know what large means, but aesthetic is.
It's okay. In this context, largely aesthetic means that they are mostly just to look good.
I hate it when they do that. So they make us do so much hard work whenever they're just trying to make it look pretty.
I know, and we only care about the fun stuff.
Okay, maybe I do like adding details.
Wow. I pulled it back on the bow, and it started to pull apart. This is not a very, like, it's broken already.
Is this going to be a fail video?
I think it's a fail, because it's already breaking. I would be surprised if we can shoot any arrows with this. Should we find out?
Oh, guys.
What are we going to do if the bow just breaks?
Well, then I guess it's going to be...
So here's
12 minutes.
Arrow. Even if it's a failure, at least we've got a video out of it.
Yeah.
And so what you do is you knock. The arrow is what it's called. It's knocking. And then you pull back.
Alright, I want to do it.
You should shoot it that way. We have
Okay,
a Christmas
guys.
tree over there, so it's safe. Don't shoot anything your mom says you can't shoot. Then look up.
It didn't actually.
Well, it's not a total
fall.
fail.
Yeah, but it. Oh my god, it's still alive. Hey guys, watch out.
Here, why don't I put the other arrows together? So it says then what you're supposed to do is shoot cups. Let's set up some cups for Julian to shoot with his arrows.
Sorry guys if I accidentally hit the screen.
It could be a really fast ending to the video if he does, because it'll just and explode. And like, should that be how we end the video? Yeah. So. Okay. So now we have stacked the cups.
Oh, the ball is actually
And the
made
ball.
for the soccer person.
I think that's okay though, right?
Yeah, that's okay.
It says never aim your bow at people or animals.
Alright, that was fail.
Here, let me make you another one. We have 3 arrows here.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
So let's see. This is going to be attempt number 2.
Attempt number 2 to hit the camera. Balls. Wait, no, cups.
Cups.
Alright, guys.
I think you need to aim down a little bit. Like, try aiming for, like, this cup, since it seems to skew upward.
If I go like that, it'll go like.
Yeah, just
Oh yeah,
shoot.
because it's facing that way, so it'll go like
So
that.
shoot
Oh. Now we
down.
know physics. Now we know physics, baby.
Can Julian, with his 3rd and final arrow, knock over the cups?